My name is Miss Hal, and I'm the Instructional Technology Coordinator for the middle schools. I am going to show you how to create a login for Flipgrid. So first you want to click Create Account. Once you're here, you're going to sign in with Google. So you're going to sign in with Google. It might take you through more steps because I already have an account created. So if you do have more steps, just hit allow. Your Google sign should pop up. Just hit sign in. And then just hit allow and it should walk you through a couple more steps. Once you're there, you're going to be on this page. So the activity page will just show you how interactive your Flipgrid is. So on this particular day, I had 440 views on one video. So that was a PD day. So I had a lot of different teachers respond. Here I had 30. So you can see how interactive your videos are. You can see how many grids you've created, how many topics, how many videos, and then how many videos have actually been viewed. So once you're there, it also tells you how many hours people have watched your videos. So for my videos, there has been a total of 6 hours and 49 minutes. And so this is just kind of a quick overview. On the free version, you only get one grid. So your grid is kind of like your big classroom where you're going to post everything. So you're going to click the blue button, New Grid. I have the premium version, so I have more than one grid, but you will only have one. You're going to give it a name. So maybe I'm going to call this test class. Maybe you're in math class. You can call it math class. You could call it your name. Whatever makes sense for you and your students or your audience. This is the class code. So you can share this link with people and they will be able to see your class. So just like Google Classroom, if people go into that class, they can see all the assignments and everything. So same thing for a Flipgrid. Flipgrid, when in the grid, you can get the whole link and everyone will see every single topic and assignment in that Flipgrid. You can describe it. So I'm just going to say this is a test class. Just give it a what's the purpose? What do you want the students or audience to see? Step 2 talks about security. So I usually do not set a password. You could. It makes it a little bit more difficult for your audience to view your videos. You can share links. So you can allow users to share a grid or their video on Twitter, Facebook, or Google Classroom. Grid followers, this allows students to receive a notification when something is created. So I might turn that on. And then this one allows download. So I'm going to turn these 3 on. I don't really want the password because it just adds one more step to my grid. But if you did want to protect it for safety reasons, you can. Step 3, I want to receive an email every time someone posts a video just so I know and I can check it out. You will have to make sure your grid is active. Do not pick inactive or you will not see your video. Now, if you were done with the grid, you can hit inactive and you can always change it later. Captions, if you wanted to see what the person was saying. I don't think this one is available in the free version, but it might be. So if so, you can click it on. If not, just leave it off. And then I speak English, so I'm going to choose English. Now the next one, I want a photo for my grid. So you can choose from the ones that they have down here, or you can upload one. So I'm just gonna look for one that I like on their page. So I really like that one. And then I just hit create grid. So my grid is done. Once my grid is done, it's gonna ask me to create a topic. So remember, the grid's like the big classroom. You're logging into Google Classroom and you see it all. The topic is that one individual assignment. So I'm gonna click create topic. And if this does not pop up, you can also hit create topic here. So I'm going to hit it again since I logged out. You need to give it a title. So I'm going to title this test video. So this could be like chapter 4 or fractions or whatever you're learning, you can put as your title, whatever you want the people to know. Now for the free version, you only have, I think, up to 1 minute and 30 seconds. On the paid version, you have 5 minutes. So I'm going to give my people 5 minutes just so they have enough time. If they don't use it all, it's totally okay. Response, if I want it to be approved before it goes on my topic, I might click this, but I'm going to not approve everything, so I'm going to leave that unchecked. And then you want to give your description. So what is your question? So I'm just going to say, tell us about your day, because I want to know how everyone's day went. Then I want it to say active. If it's frozen, your guests will not be able to see it, and inactive, they won't be able to see it either. You can give it a due date, but I usually just leave this blank. It's up to you. On section 3, topic resources, if I wanted to record my own video so my audience could see it, I could do that. If I already had a video maybe on YouTube or WeVideo or in my drive, I could download it and upload it to here. I could add a video from YouTube, which is kind of nice. I just copy and paste the link. And then if I wanted to upload an image or add an emoji, I could do that too. So let's add an emoji. I'm going to do this one. So there's my emoji. So this is just kind of, it adds a little bit more. I try to add a photo or video just so, because I'm very visual, so maybe this would help me know right away which one I'm talking about. If I wanted to upload like a Google Doc or something, I could enter that here and people would be able to click it. So maybe I had 5 different questions in a Google Doc and I wanted them to answer it. I can just copy and paste that there. On the response features, so step 6, I usually keep the stickers and drawings on because I think they're a lot of fun. And then I usually keep the emoji responses on. Reactions, because this one kind of gives you a little bit more. You can do likes only, or you could turn that off. And then I want it to be public, but you could make yours private or none, but I usually keep mine public. Response title, this allows you to add a title. Video views, I want to know how many people, if you want to see how many people are watching the videos, I usually like to keep that on because I think that's really interesting. If you want them to put their email in, I usually don't require it, but it is up to you. And then replies to response. So this allows students who reply. So I leave that on, but I don't know on the free version if all these settings are turned on. Some of them might be turned on. I think this one, the replies to responses, is turned off. So some of these settings you might not get a choice on the free version. Then the last step, feedback. I think this is part of the pro version, so I'm just going to do basic feedback. But again, if it isn't, you can choose. Then you just hit create topic. Once you're there, this is going to pop up. You can share this link in your Google Classroom, or you can have students go to flipgrid.com and they can type in this code to get to your video. So I'm going to copy that and hit got it. So right now I have no responses. And I can share this. If I want to share the URL, it's here. Or if I want to share the code, it's here. And then there's a QR code if you wanted to share your QR code. So you could also do like different books, and you can have people respond about if they liked that book that you read or something. And so then students would go to Flipgrid. And this one's going to actually take me to the other. And then they're going to enter the code right in the middle. And then they're going to log in. And there's my test class. So they just click test video, and then they click the green, and they can add their video to the Flipgrid. And then you'll get an email once students are on if you set that up in your settings. Thank you for watching. If you need anything, please let me know. Have a good night.